Dear chess.com viewers, welcome back to my video series about the Scotch game. The idea of this video about the opening traps is to make you aware what tactics exist in the Scotch. It's important to know the refutations of those tricks as a part of our opening preparation. I think it's worth investigating only the Mieses variation, which is arising after the move e4, e5, knight to f3, d4, e take d4, knight takes d4. Now black goes knight to f6, and white takes knight c6, and b takes c6, and e5. This is the starting position for the Mieses variation. And here, this line is intensively charged by tactics. So the opening traps here in this line are the most difficult to figure out over the board. After you watch this video, you'll be able to navigate through the fog without worrying on every move. Let's see one of the most common opening traps played over 100 times. Queen e7, white goes queen e2, knight to d5, c4. Now black goes bishop to a6. And I think this is one of the most dynamic, most difficult for orientation position in the whole Scotch game. Here, white goes the natural and very strong move b3. So remember, this was the idea to keep the bishop a6 harmless and to close the diagonal, defending the pawn. So now we can move our queen away, attacking the knight. And here, black starting the trap with the move queen to h4. What is the threat? The rook a1 is undefended as well. Black is threatening bishop to b4 check. So if you don't know what to do, it will be very, very unpleasant for you, as finding the moves over the board is just unlikely to happen. Okay, the best move is to play a3, avoiding the idea with bishop b4 check. Now on queen d4, you can defend with bishop b2. So here, black is continue with the sharp bishop to c5. Now we go g3, chasing black queen away. And here, the trick starts with the move bishop to f2. Boom! What do you do now? In this surprising move, you can caught you unprepared, and you can make a mistake. You can take on f2 with the queen and by the king. But which move is the right one?
It's the king.
Queen to f2, of course. If you take king to f2, this is the idea. Now queen d4 check, and you're going to lose the rook on a1. But after you take queen to f2, you're going to lose the other rook. Now queen e4 check. White goes king d1, very strong. Now after queen to h1, looks like black won material, and he's doing fine. The c take d5 is impossible because the bishop on f1 is hanging. But here it appears that after knight d2, black is in a big trouble, as his queen h1 is trapped. White is threatening to take the knight. White is just continue with the simple moves, king c2, bishop to b2, and then at some point bishop h3, and black queen is trapped. Most of the game continue in the following fashion: knight c3, knight e4, knight takes, queen e4. Black managed to save his queen, but after bishop d3, queen to g4, bishop f5, and then h4. Most of the game finished until move 25. The white is threatening to play g4. Now you see one of the drawbacks of the bishop a6 move, the bishop on a6 remaining out of play. So this is the refutation of this trick, and we are now going to look the following position, following the next one. After e4, e5, we have arrived the same position. The Mieses variation after c4, bishop a6. Now, black play after b3. Black plays the best move g6 instead of queen h4. Black plays the move g6, preparing bishop to g7, and then to castle short and to continue attacking the central pawn e5 if it is necessary, even to play d6 or f6. Here after g6, white goes the move f4, and black continue with the simple and natural bishop to g7, which, by the way, is a small opening mistake. The right move here is the move d6, which I cover in the video about the advanced opening preparation when I came up with one very strong novelty, which gives white a very strong initiative. Now, after bishop to g7, white goes queen f2, and this position is really not for the people with the weak nerves. White king is still in the center, while black has a huge lead in development. To survive in this line, you should be well aware of how to refute the following dangerous traps. If black goes castle short, now black is threatening to take on e5. But the problem is here that we can take the knight, c take d5. After bishop takes e5, we just take queen e5. Now what to do? Black is going to lose the rook, then knight d1 is hanging, the king is in the center. A great problem, no? But we go king to d2, queen takes the rook, and now after knight c3 again, the same problem appears, but this time with the queen from the other side. White has a simple threat to play king c2 and bishop b2, or there is even tricks with the delivering mate with queen f6 and bishop h6. And position is deadly lost for black. This was the second trap. Now we go a little bit back. So in this position, instead of castle, black has another critical move. Instead of castle, black can go knight to b4. Another very dangerous trick. Black is threatening now to take on e5 again, and after f takes c5, black is to move bishop e5. And after taking f take e5, queen takes e5. Then after queen e2, they can go knight c2, and white is going to lose his rook on a1. What is now the best move? So the refutation is based on a very difficult to see a geometrical motif. The first move is a3, chasing the knight, and we enter in the main line, bishop to e5, f take e5, queen take e5. Now what should we do? We do king d1, taking, now taking queen d1. What is happening now? Black has a exchange up, and nothing's supposed to be happen with his queen on d1. It's free to move, but after the following maneuver, white is nevertheless trapping the queen. Let's see how. Queen e3 check, king to d8, or f8, it doesn't matter. Now queen to c3 attacking the rook, black goes rook to e8, and now there it is, bishop d3, bishop to b2, and again, black queen is trapped. The trick is white will follow with king c2, then rook a1, and it's all over. So this is the traps when white is winning. Let me now show you one recent game of mine in which I caught in a very tricky, very nasty trap. After the move g6, I played f4, then my opponent played bishop g7, and now I played queen f2, and my opponent played the best move, knight f6. Okay, the best move in this situation. If black goes knight to b6, there is another typical motif in this position. Remember this idea: when the bishop is undeveloped, there is knight to b6. Very often white has the following continuation: c5. bishop takes f1, the only move. And now white capture, and knight on b6. If black goes away with the bishop, then we have a very simple bishop a3. And if black goes d6, then we take b takes c7, completely destroying the black pawn structure on the king side. Okay, in this game, let's see this trap. In this game, my opponent played knight f6. I played bishop e2, developing the bishop and attacking the knight again. Knight e4, and here the best move was queen e3, after which the white has a big advantage, but I played a slightly more precise queen f3. My opponent played knight g5, attacking the queen e3. Now he played knight e6, and here I decided to play a move bishop a3. Can you find now what happened in the game? Okay, I was deadly lost after this move, and I managed to win again only because I was lucky. Well, knight takes f4. A deadly trap now, bishop e7. The only move if I take the knight, then bishop e5 winning. So bishop e7 after knight g2. White remains, I remain with the 2 pawns down, and I was completely lost, but only because of some luck I managed even to win this game. My opponent was a respectable international master, 24-50, but just it was a matter of luck, I think, this game. So, of course, there is plenty of opening traps, but as I said, worth investigating is a Mieses line, because here is the position is very tricky. Looks like white is much behind in development, and there is a lot of tactical motives playing in black favor. And I think after this video, I hope that after this video, you get some idea what to do if your opponent is trying to get you out of your preparation and trying to win by such tricks. Thank you for your attention, and look forward to seeing you back.
I mean, it's all right. I mean, it's all right.
Nope. 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 Nope.